welcome to my channel. I don't typically like to make videos where I record my own voice, but here I am. I wanted to make one of those videos where we chat about something while I draw a picture, and so today I decided to call it a Let's Talk video. Today I want to talk about inconsistent art styles and finding your own art style in a way. I just want to start off by saying you don't ever really find your art style sometimes, because it's okay to not have one consistent art style. I think it's okay because I want to bring myself up as an example. What you see right now, what I draw digitally, it's quite different from how I draw traditionally on paper. I'll link a picture of one of my favorite pieces that I've drawn recently for Witchtober, a drawing challenge. If you want to check out any more of my traditional art while I'm churning it out, you can get on to my Instagram page at Pastel Batty Draws. Anyways, it's different. It's quite different from the way that I draw digitally, and even more so different from the way that I draw some of my OCs in a comic that I've been working on for a couple of years. That's the thing. It bothered me for quite a while that my art style was so different depending on how I drew for a certain day. For digital art, it's different looking than it is for my traditional art, and I don't know, I've tried to draw traditionally. I've tried to take my art style for my traditional art and translate it into my digital art, but I felt like it didn't really spark. Well, I don't like the way that it looks digitally, only on paper. So the thing is about having an inconsistent art style, it's okay if you have a certain style that you're comfortable drawing with. If you have more than one style and you like to draw a certain way one day and draw another way another day, that's also okay. Now, I know a lot of times you might argue you have to have a certain art style for someone to find you and know it's you. You look at that art style and you say, hey, that's so-and-so, that's da-da-da's art, because you can tell by the way it's drawn. But the thing is that there are way too many artists in the world for everyone to have one set specific style that they draw in. You can draw a certain way right now, and there will be someone halfway across the world that draws exactly like you, and you're gonna get compared to other people sometimes, and I think that's okay too. Personally, I usually used to get compared to an artist on Instagram that I have a similar traditional style to them. But she is a wonderful person, and for a while I felt quite bad. I felt really bad that my art style traditionally looked so much like hers. I even actually ended up messaging her on Instagram because I felt so bad. I was like, oh my god, I hope that this person doesn't think that I'm copying them on purpose. But she was very kind, very understanding. It's okay. It's okay because now a lot of times I know you're probably not trying to copy someone on purpose. And then sometimes people will actually end up copying another art style starting off because they're trying to find their own art style. When I was a kid, I remember having all of these books strewn about because I used to love to read, but I love to draw even more. I would take the books and I would take a piece of blank notebook paper, and I would sit there and I would basically trace over the art in the books, so that way it would be on the paper, and I considered that art when I was very young, by the way. I considered that art, and it kind of led to me experimenting throughout the years until I finally found an art style or two that I was comfortable with. And now that it is Inktober or Witchtober, because we don't do Inktober in this house anymore, I won't go into details. Now that it is Witchtober and I'm churning out so much more traditional art on my Instagram page, I'm starting to get more comfortable with posting my traditional art style every once in a while. And I think after Witchtober is over, I will make a certain day where I will post my traditional art. I think I'll call it Traditional Art Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I want to get into doing that more, and I want to be comfortable posting my art traditionally because it makes me happy. And that's what it boils all down to. It boils down to you being happy with your art and how you draw. If you're comfortable drawing a certain way traditionally and you don't like drawing that way digitally, that's okay, because that is the same way I am, and it doesn't matter. Art is about what you like to do. It's what makes you comfortable, what makes you happy. There's no set way to do it. Art is subjective. Well, some people might like your style, some people might not like your style. That's the way it goes. All right, but leading into style, I also kind of wanted to touch on the subject of finding your own art style. Um, for some people, they find an art style that they're comfortable with, and then they just draw. Okay, that's cool, but it's not that simple sometimes. Sometimes you struggle and you want to draw a certain way, and you're drawing and it doesn't come out properly the way that you personally intended. You have an idea in your head, right? And then you grab the pencil and the paper and you try and churn this idea out, and no matter how hard, sometimes it doesn't end up looking like how it looked in your head. That's okay too. Honestly, I don't genuinely think that you ever really find your art style sometimes. For some people, for me, I don't feel like I ever really find my art style until I've gotten comfortable with the way that I draw lately. Even then, I'm always looking to try and change it a little bit, because what if I change my mind? I want to draw a certain way now, I want to draw a different way tomorrow. It changes. Like I said, art is subjective. It looks good to you, might not look good to other people. I might be getting off the subject just a little bit, but just draw. That's the only advice I have towards finding your art style. It's just draw, because you're not going to find your style. You're not even going to get any better at art unless you practice, because the old saying, practice makes perfect. I have found the way that I am happy drawing traditionally. I found the way that I'm somewhat okay drawing digitally. It changes, it's sporadic. You can probably tell on my Instagram that it's quite sporadic, but that doesn't matter. Who knows, maybe a year from now, or a few months, or maybe even a few weeks or days from now, I might change my style again. Who knows? But that's the wonderful thing about art. You can churn out so many different pieces, and because of the touch, the things you put into it, because of how you, I don't know what to say, because of the little bits and pieces that you pour into your work, it'll always be special to you. You know, it doesn't matter how you draw, it's gonna always be special to you. So if you're pulling your hair out over finding an art style, or pulling your hair out over having an inconsistent style or something like that, just stop. Just have fun. That's what it's about. That's what art is about. Now, I know sometimes it can be treated as a business, but that's not it. Art is just art. I mean, if it makes you happy, then just do it. And practice makes perfect. Like I said a million times over, practice makes perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, because I'm still not comfortable talking. Even if it's just voiceovers like this, I've never really done anything like this, so this is kind of a first for me, and I really hope it's not bad, because I already feel the insecurities creeping up on me from hearing my own voice on camera. I'm just gonna end the video now. Remember to like and subscribe and comment, and tell me about, your favorite art styles below, or some of your favorite artists, or the ways you like to draw in the comment section if you want to, or you can just ask for some advice if you want to. I'm cool with that too. Don't forget to check out my Instagram if you're looking for my art, especially my traditional art right now with Witchtober going on. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you guys next time.